Reality with Ashley. Today in our studio we have a phenomenal woman of many talent, an entrepreneur, actress, a singer, sitting next to me by the name of Zamo Dlamini. She will be introducing herself officially because we really want to know where does she come from originally. My sister, welcome to the hashtag Reality with Ashley, and I'm happy to sit next to such a woman like you who is doing nice thing in the entertainment industry. You are more than welcome to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello everybody, and a big shout out to all the viewers of hashtag Reality with Ashley. So Zamo Dlamini, originally born and bred in the Kingdom of Eswatini, but currently residing in Johannesburg. So what can I say? I mean, I've been in Joburg almost half of my life, 13, 14 years, but yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Quite interesting, my sister. Is it Zamo?
Zamo, yeah.
Zamo. So Zamo, let us talk about the exclusive song you just released, because I just saw that it's already making the waves on the social media. So we just want to understand the story, the message behind Lendlela, and why you named that song Lendlela.
So Lendlela is actually a song that already existed that so it happened that in January 2023, I was visiting home, and I met a guy who happens to be my sister's neighbor by the name of Anson Dludlu. So Anson said, hey, you know, I wrote the song, and when I wrote the song, I just thought of you because I felt like it's your style of writing. Do you think that you can interpret the song for me? And I think the song really spoke to me very much because I mean, my journey of coming into this country as an immigrant, not knowing many people, you know, hustling and trying out the industry to see what I can do, what I can put my hands on, and meeting amazing destiny helpers who would hold my hand and say, no, this is the direction. I think you should go like this. I think you should go like that. It really spoke to me, Lendlela. So Lendlela is just a breakdown of how each and every one of us should actually be proud of our journeys, and even the bad that comes with our journey, and understand that the bad is actually going to build you for the good that is to come.
Wow.
You know, so people sometimes when they're in situations, they feel like, oh, it's the end of the world, I just lost my job. Whereas you find that maybe God and your guardian angels are directing you to entrepreneurship. But when you're in that space of depression and thinking, I just lost my job because it's a security for me and my kids, can I get medical aid, can I the benefits that come with being employed permanently and fully, you know, but not looking at the bigger picture of actually saying, if I go into entrepreneurship or however destiny directs me or wherever the destiny directs me, that might be an actual, you know, creation of generational wealth for my kids, and it's a legacy that even generations to come. So my surname will now bear this thing that is solid, you know.
Great. Are you a motivational speaker, ne? Or something like part-time motivational speaker?
Yes.
But you once done something like that, because
no, that's what I do on TikTok.
That's what I do on but TikTok. You are currently pushing the content on TikTok.
Yeah.
But you speak fluently, and there is a lot, like if anyone can give you a stage, we're going to do a lot of it. But Zamo, like as you already mentioned, the loss of the job, like in terms of this industry, should we expect more from you as a musician, or maybe you are just there because you lost your job, and maybe you start to suffer from the mind of a lack of unemployment? So I just want to understand, you are here to stay. Should we expect more hit from you? And also, if you are currently working on your album, you can also share that with us so that we can understand that Zamo is here to stay with us. Zamo is here to give us a lot of hits.
To be honest with you, I've actually never been employed in my life. I've never had a job. From the age of as early as 15, I was already in the entertainment industry. I was already gigging. No, never. You know? And I thank God for that, because you know, in our journey of life, you need to understand that all of us have our different parts. And I remember telling my parents when I was 16, 17, just fresh out of matric, I said to them, I actually don't want to go to tertiary.
Oh.
And they were like, Mara, the results are how they're good. You know, you could be anything.
Yes.
But then I realized that, you know, the reason that we have so many people that are stuck in industries that they don't like, the reason how we are ill-treated is because they don't understand their purpose.
Oh.
Lori, maybe they're in the wrong career.
Yeah.
Because for them, I have to work and all of that, you know. So as listening, I always say to people, I don't even think that I chose music. I think music chose me. And for me, it's been about the message that I'm giving to the people. I understood the power of music later, even after I'd been in the industry, that actually you become the voice of the voiceless. You are a storyteller. People can write stories and you become the interpreter, and people can open the radio and listen and actually get a positive message from them. I come from a positive point of view to say that music should be about healing, music should be about us teaching our children instead of us saying, hey, botolo, groove. You know, we're supposed to be, there must be an element of positivity from that. So I think outside of Indlela, there's definitely going to be another single that is coming. And then I'm looking into more an EP than an album. You know, because I have an album that I've done that was released in 2018. Although there's been a lot of drama around it, you know, but again, remember there's always room for you to start over. There's always room. I remember in the past few years, there was a point where I felt like I wanted nothing to do with music. What a music industry in Haiti, but it's not about who heard you are. Sometimes you need to understand that purpose. So God and your guys will forever lead you back to where you are supposed to be, which is why I'm here today, back on music, because I was focusing more on my business, meeting music, but now we're here.
It does, with a lot of energy you have, with a lot of this kind of talent you have. So I just want to, do you have any record label, or you are still an artist, you are an independent, or you still, like, I just want to understand in terms of records, because like each and every successful musician, for her or for him to be in a big platform, she has to have a record label, and maybe if I may say the well-recognized one. So I just want to understand if you also have your own record label, or you are under a certain record label.
When I started, I was signed. Right? I was signed twice actually. So I was signed when I started the first time, which was I was 21 years old, if I remember correctly. And then I was signed again when I was 27. Right. And then what I learned from this experience of being signed is that you technically kind of belong to someone. So when it comes to the actual business of music, you tend to be ignorant because now you are spoon-fed. They come with food and they just
make
feed you whatever. They make decisions for you. If we're not umutwa afrojes, bagari it's a go. I'm not choice. I get a sign contract. You don't have a choice. So it becomes complicated in that sense. So the gospel that I am preaching right now for artists is that if you can, and then as soon as you learn the ins and outs of the industry, because of course being signed will expose you to a lot of industry players again, because most of these people, they come with capital. So now while you are inside, it's a connections,
associate,
so that make solid connections, so that when the time comes for you to be independent, and you actually get to a point where you own your master and you own your music, I get my album year 2018.
Yes.
I don't have access to it because I didn't own the master.
You don't.
Do you
Never
understand?
even share the royalty.
So they release it, remove it as they place it because it's their property.
Okay.
So I always say to young and upcoming artists, it's okay. Sign for the first time or second time, get beaten, learn, and then learn to be independent because you can't be dependent for forever.
Wow, what a nice story. But then is it Indlela, the name of
Lendlela.
Lendlela?
Yeah.
With Lendlela, where do you want to see yourself with that song? And actually, where do you want to see that song like? Like, I just want to understand the aim and the mission of that song. Like, you really want to see that song. Where do you want to see that song?
Generically and honestly, I always believe that ingoma iyatikhulumela.
Yeah.
Ingoma iyatikhulumela.
Yes.
You can have all the money in the world to say, I will have 10 interviews in 1 week with different publications, but the time is not right. So for me, I felt that the timing was right for me, and my heart is hoping that the song will speak to people and the song will grow on its own generically, organically. Yeah. Because people take forced or sometimes, people take forced or sometimes at the hambigas. But I know, would say, Lengoma, ngiyayifuna futhi ngiyayifisa ukuthi ifike emadlebeni la right. Let me tell you something. Even when you are as a performer, you can get to an event, they've booked you, and you are expecting maybe 10,000 people in the audience, and you only find 7. Yes. From 10,000 to 7, I'm making very drastic. Yes. But can I tell you, when you perform as a creative and as a giver of your craft, you perform for 7 people like you're performing for the 10,000. Because the aim is to only get just 2 people to remember your name. Yeah, serious? Yeah. You won't feel disappointed when there are 7? No. Let me tell you, the impact is not, sometimes doesn't come in masses at the same time. Yes. It comes gradually. You make an impact to 2 people, they've got, how many family members do they have? When they go home, they will tell their family members, 10 of them, and say, I met, this girl, she's good, So in the end, it should be about you giving your all. Yeah. Giving your all. The reaction and the traction of how the song will move is not entirely dependent on you. Yes. It's dependent on destiny. Yeah. What a great story. It's a woman of many talents. So now we are getting to another stage, which is 18. So I also saw that you are an actress. Yes. But I just want to understand how it started. And you've been on which telenovela, on which story. Because I see that you are a lot. Thank you. Yes. So the acting started, I remember in 2011, I was still in Eswatini. 2011, someone called me, I was just home at board. Yes. I mean bored, without a plan. Then they said there are auditions, they're looking for people for a musical. I'm like, but with a musical, they want you to act, Musi. Yes. And no, I don't know how to act. She said, I went. When I went, all from Swaziland. No. The auditions they were in Swaziland. Oh, but they were specifically for South Africa. Okay. So okay, I did my acting. They were like, we're not sure. And then I sang. I remember that I sang a song called Jimleja. Literally, nobody knows the song. Yes. And remember, when you're auditioning, it's very dangerous to audition with a song that people don't know. Okay. People always say, go for Brenda Fassie, Adele, all these things, because people can sing along. Yeah. And now I give it a more with the song, nobody knows it. You came with your own. Yes. And then, so Bambongeni game at the time, he was the one conducting the auditions. Wow. And he said, I know you can act, but I like this girl. Yes. And I want this girl to be one of the lead cast members for the musical that was happening in Durban. Wow. So I went to stay in Durban for 7 months, working with Ubapngema, backing him as well. So gaining just a lot of experience, and we're also doing a lot of workshops that are related to acting. Okay, this is 2011. Fast forward 2013. I meet a guy, I'm going to an event. He says he's a producer. I'm like, no, I'm an aspiring actress. They gave me an opportunity. I did a movie with Botapelo Mukwe, and that was called the Jackpot Matambo. This 2014, right? And then 2016, I did a musical called Joburg Theatre called Fate Takes Time. So it was a musical directed by Nicholas Nkuna. Ole wako wako Skim Sam. Obon Siswati.
I'm not familiar.
You don't watch Skim Sam, but yeah, he was the director of that. And let me tell you, from there on, my craft grew. Because I was also eager. You know, I want to believe that as an artist, you need to always stay hungry.
Exactly.
You must always be hungry for more.
Yes.
You can never get to a point where you feel like, and I know everything. Then you will not grow. You have to be hungry. So from there, 2016, I did Fate Takes Time. I was playing a lead character as a girl, Wako Alexandra Kibwasi Zulu.
Yeah.
And like it was what, so it was a bit tough, but I had to learn, and it's helped me so much even being in Johannesburg, because now I know other people's languages. I'm so. And then 2018, I did Ingozi for SABC 1. It was done by word of mouth. So I worked with them, also played the lead character there. And then I knew, God is something else. Sometimes He will just place you in spaces where you feel like I'm even undeserving.
Exactly.
You deserve it. You must be there.
But currently, where are you in terms of acting?
Acting?
Yeah.
No, I just did something for Netflix now, which was a few weeks ago. And then last year, December, I did something for Black Brain. Mandla M, the guy who does
Black Door,
Isita, yes. I did something for them for Msati Magic called Lenyalo Hasipapadi.
I know that.
There I was also playing a lead character, the character of Faith. Well, not necessarily support, but yeah, it was really interesting. Very, very nice. I'm really happy with the way that the acting is going.
She's a lot. Like I told you that she's a lot entrepreneur. We started with this with her journey of music. We are now on acting. So now we hit on voiceover artist. I also saw that you are a voiceover artist, but there are people they don't understand. So-called voiceover artist. When we say this person is a voiceover artist, like you are a voiceover artist. That according to your profile, when I look at you, I also identify that you are a voiceover artist. When we say a person is a voiceover artist, what does he or she do on a voice? What is this thing called voiceover artist?
Voiceover artists, basically, there are different categories. They are radio dramas, the ones that we listen to. We grew up listening to them. There is cartooning. There is, the cartooning is more for television. Then there's also adverts. Yeah. Right? Yes. So if people are going to have events, they call you and say, please come and do an advert for us. Literally 30 seconds that will pay you. Yes. A lot of people don't know that talent, your voice can pay you. Yeah, ne? If you're talking to someone and you're saying, yeah, and then they're like, oh, nice voice. But you don't know that you can monetize that. Yes. I see nice voice fella. A reputable company, retail, people in retail can identify you and say, we want you to do a ShopRite advert. Which is why I say to people, be proud of your language, because your language can take you far. Now I've been doing a lot of Siswati voiceovers for companies that are even back at home, but are outsourcing voiceover artists in South Africa. So I've been doing a lot of adverts for them, because sometimes you find that they want a person who speaks pure Sepedi, and they can't find that person because that person is in Limpopo doubting themselves. Okay, but voice but they don't know how so I always say, where do you start? You start by recording yourself. Record yourself at home and listen for it. When you are listening to it, how does it sound? Listen to radio, listen to the adverts, mimic the adverts. You never know. Wow. And social media is now a big, powerful tool. Exactly. Use your TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You post that. You never know who's gonna see that.
Exactly.
The opportunities are there. The pie is big for all of us.
Oh.
The pie is very big.
Well, besides interviewing her, we are also learning. We learn from her as a big brand. So according to you, but before I get to this one, I just want to ask something between South Africa and Swaziland. But then, like as you said, you're originally from Swaziland. But looking at Swaziland, Swaziland has more opportunity? Like, let us do a combination, like between South Africa and Swaziland. According to you, as a talented woman, do you think you can also, or maybe I can say, were you also going to be where you are even if you stayed in Swaziland? Or a lot of things happen while you are here in South Africa. Like, which one is best in terms of talent, in terms of entertainment between the two countries?
I can't say that which one is best between the two countries, because if you are gauging according to the level of where you are as an artist, I can't say that which one is best, because in the end, everything that I've done, it only go high.
Swaziland. Yes.
So everyone who knows me here, they knew that at home she's already made her mark.
Okay.
So me coming here was not necessary to say Swaziland is not good enough for me. No, that was not the case.
But the talent
it was for
prosper.
me. No. It was for me moving from a comfort zone.
Yeah.
I get you know the danger of being in a comfort zone. Because you're comfortable. But now I'm for 10,000 every month.
Yeah.
Whereas in your mind you could be saying I can make 50 in a month. But how do you make 50? You remove yourself from the comfort zone and say, let me go to a broader, because when in retrospect, the Swaziland industry is there, it's present, and they're doing excellent things. But the South African music industry is bigger.
It's bigger
and
than
broader.
that one.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't want then now people to come and say, I'm looking down upon my country. Eswatini made me.
Okay.
I am Zamo because that country made me. And which is why anything that I do, I will forever make mention of my country, because that's my pride.
Exactly. And even if you get some logo, even if you get the nomination, the first people to vote
are
for
my
you,
people.
are
my people. Exactly
the
my
one
point.
from Swaziland.
Yes. Even now, Lendlela is gaining more traction from where? Eswatini.
It means those people from that side, they stood with you a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, that's great. But Zamone, looking at this thing, do you think it's important for a person to go to school to study acting or the musical theater?
Definitely.
To you? Is it
Definitely.
important? Or maybe it's all about the who are you? It's all based on the talent.
Let me tell you, in any audition that you go into, they will ask you what is your highest level of qualification. It's important because there are certain things that I never Zamo for the University of Life or where now you might not be like her. You need the educational background, because there you will learn theory, you will learn different kinds of acting, you will learn performance on camera, off camera, stage. You know what I mean? Those are things that some people are born with them, but it's a bonus.
Okay.
How Nali?
Mara akere hona le motho sho a tswe sekolong ana le anything in terms of education. Mara is very talented, and even if you can check ne mutwe ki realizing ka mo industry, majority of those who are successful are the ones that they never went to school to study those things.
I understand that.
Yes.
But I don't want to tell our generation don't go to school. I don't work like that. Okay. No. I will never say don't go to school, because you will stand there and bring taxi rank with the speaker forever and ever. Because your mind, let me tell you what tertiary does to you. It will broaden your mind. Okay, it will broaden your mind. When you are coming with your, if I'm coming with my, because I had to learn. Remember, I had to learn. I had to go through workshops and this and that, do my own research online. I bother myself to learn. Even right now, in my years, I'm almost 35 years old, but I'm intending to go back to school, because I understand the importance of that educational base. We can't put it past you. Because if you have the educational base, look, you can be a star today. tomorrow you can be a nobody.
Exactly.
And then what happens when you're a nobody? If you unali pampir, music, I get. You go to schools, you approach them and say, I've got a qualification in music. And then you go and teach children. But if you don't have it, what happens to you? Yo, my life is finished, stardom, and this and that. So now I'm very passionate about grooming. I think in the near future, I'll be focusing on grooming the younger people who are coming into the industry, to teach them humility, to teach them how to never forget where you come from, to teach them how to the big lights, big city lights, I can't team anytime. And then I'm load shedding low. I can't team anytime. So what's my or when I show that doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Back here, we're here.
Exactly. So Zamo, academically, what do you have in terms of qualification? You personally?
No qualification, like a limit trick.
Fair.
I give me mark.
I want to mark.
I give me mark. I give me a tricky fair.
But you look so expensive. But you just want to tell me that metric is the one that made you to look like that.
No. It's asymmetric.
The talent.
Ki talent, ki hard work, ki mutim, ki grace. But when grace, you can have all the money in the world. But grace only comes from God.
Serious?
Yeah.
Mara lena South African celebrities ke a le tseba. O ka no bula bolela maga just to gain the spotlight or to go trend. Ama really you only have matric.
I only have matric. Yes.
Serious?
Yeah. And I don't have a shame.
Yeah.
I don't have a shame.
Looking expensive like that with only a matric.
Yes. Possible. God can do it for you.
Yeah, ne?
Yeah.
And but then are you planning to go to school?
I'm looking into it. Yes.
But you don't you are not yet like prepared to go there, or maybe what can I say?
Let me say I'll cross the bridge when I get to it. Is that good enough for you?
Yes, is it? Like as I said, she's a lot. You can see with your naked eye, she looks expensive. She's an entrepreneur. So let us know what kind of business she is running. She's also part of the economy of South Africa because she's the center of economy. Zamo, looking at your profile again, I've spotted that you are an entrepreneur. What kind of business are you running, Zamo?
I'm running a makeup studio in Midrand. It's called Spotless by Zamo.
Yeah.
So basically, in my journey of music, in and out, in and around, I just saw a gap and realized that a lot of artists are in need of looking good. Whether they go on stage or they go for interviews, they need to look good. So that little niche that I saw, I jumped on it. Started by helping family and friends with makeup, started by helping fellow choir members, Haigiligo Joy Celebration, helping them when we went to the United States of America. I was helping them. I got the tender to do the makeup for them. And because I was in the choir and I was
yeah, ne.
I'm telling you, you must hustle. Nothing comes free in life. You can't say you will buy this hey. This thing that is annoying me the most about this generation. If I want to look like Sis Zamo, or rich. No, you work. You work. You put in the work and you do the work. Yes.
Wow. So, but the business is going well so far.
The business is going well.
Nice.
The business is going on. So far, we are mostly in production makeup. So people that have award ceremonies, people who have corporate shoots. My biggest thing is bulk. I do mostly bulk. I do have individual clients that come into the studio every other day. I also teach. So we also teach makeup, and then we award people with certificates of attendance. It's a beautiful thing going on there. So we've done Amapiano Awards, we've done a Basadi in Music Awards. Writer makeup for maybe about 60-70 people. So that's going well as well.
You're part of Basadi Music Awards.
No, I was
doing airing tomorrow, ne?
Yeah, it's airing tomorrow.
Those reflection on their skin what will be seen on their skin is your hands.
Yes.
So with your business you are an independent, or you have the
No,
partners?
I'm independent.
You are only one. running that entire business?
Yes, I'm running the business.
Successful one?
The business is 100% owned by me. I don't have partners in
You are
it.
an independent.
Yes.
So where you come from, like, what does the people say about you and what you've been doing? Where you come from?
They're proud.
They are proud of
They're
you.
proud of me,
Like
yes.
they also want to. They expect a lot of things from your side.
Yeah.
So, but then, what have you done for those people where you stay? Like in a way of give back to community.
In a way of giving back to the community, I give a lot of talks.
Mm.
I give a lot of talks to young people. You know, I don't think that I've had enough up to you, and they don't really get a chance to have interactions with you. I've always said, growing up, I wish that I had an auntie Zamo who would come to me and tell me, hey, you know what I mean? Like straight up, you know, back in the day, they never used to tell us, they never used to talk about, to us about the realities of life, you know, sexuality and all those things. So I want to be that aunt.
Plus, but this sex language, and that's why we find ourselves doing a lot of mistakes because we never had anything from our parents about this. But then Zamo, you're doing great, you're doing so well. So I just want to understand the person. I just want to know the person who inspired you to be this kind of person you are. You as a brand, like I do believe that for you, you are not a brand and a big brand, but the person who inspired you to live this kind of life, to be this kind of person I'm seeing now on the studio, who inspired you?
I think I'm inspired by a lot of people. I can't really put a name to. There's been so many individuals who've done great things in and around the industry, and I think growing up, I remember that growing up, I used to be inspired by Brenda Fassie so much.
Yeah, you like
because she was very feisty and very forward, and she knew what she wanted. And coming from a land where we are taught, hey, you must, you know, bend down when you're talking and don't be too forward, you know. I think even coming here, my decision to relocate to South Africa was the best thing that I ever did, because then I became liberated. And then, you know, being able to have a voice and being able to say, no, you can be multifaceted. You can do multiple things at the same time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know. And I think it's a lot. You know, they're doing great things. You know, underdogs that are doing great things behind the scenes. Because she started as a pageant queen, but what she's doing now in TV production, it's a lot. You know what I mean? You know, back then someone would have said, Miss South African G, you know, these people are taken over the film and television industry. You know what I mean? And as a woman looking up, a young woman looking up, I'm like, I can do that.
You can do that.
I can do that.
And better than them.
You know what I mean? It's not even about better than them. It's about understanding the levels, because even with everything, there are levels. Junior, senior, big dogs. You know? So the point of comparison becomes a problem. If you say, I want to be better than her, because you will hurt yourself. You must understand that, no, she inspires me. I look forward to being a woman like her. But not once you start to say better than her, then it will be how
exactly. We're about to wrap. So but I think the people, they've already learned a lot from you. But what can you say to the people of South Africa, particularly those who gave you a lot of support?
Thank you. And do it to others as well.
Mara, thank you just because of the time is out now.
No. That's no. It's not about the time. But honestly speaking, you as people will never make time to go back to people that have helped us. If there's one thing that I pride myself in, I do go back to people and say thank you. I do acknowledge the people that have been my destiny helpers. And I always say to them, what you have done to me, do it to others also. Let it not end with me. So the beauty of life is that when you move forward, when God elevates you, don't forget the people that helped you, because you literally used them to step on them. You use them as a ladder to step on them. So while you're stepping on them, you don't know, maybe ubalimazile.
Yes.
But now, if you're not coming back to show gratitude, then it's a problem. Then it's a problem, because if Bona they can move, that ladder that they've created for you, it will fall.
And indeed it will fall.
So you will come back to zero.
Yeah.
And no one will want to help you. Because you are a person that is not grateful. You don't know what gratitude is.
Wow. Zamo, lendlela sithola phi lendlela?
Indlela is on all digital platforms.
Yeah.
Guys, you can get it on all digital platforms.
Yes.
And yeah.
Guys, that's how we wrap our conversation. But the message is that lendlela, mayikhanye indlela. Thank you very much, Zamo.
Thank you so much.
That's how we wrap our conversation. Wow.